So we're looking at effortless power and ultimate ball striking. We're going to share with you the piston move in the golf swing that's going to make a huge difference to how you hit the golf ball. So basically we're looking at this kind of loading and unloading action. So we're looking at the piston move here in the golf swing, and think about a piston just as you would do naturally in a car, how it generates that kind of force and power. And we're looking really at this kind of what I call piston action, really in the lower part of the golf swing and through impact. And we're really looking at how we load the wrists and then unload the wrists. And we're going to look for what I call the inline condition. Now, this might sound really, really technical. It's not. What we're looking for is really just making sure the inline condition is the club is straight, the arms are straight, and the club points back to roughly our belly button in this post-impact position. What I see with lots of golfers is the club will point back around about the contact point instead of after the contact point. So really looking to get the force, the handle, the body, the arms, everything to move in sync to provide the piston power in the right part of the golf swing. So really, really looking at that kind of bent wrist, if you want to call it that in simple terms, to the straight wrist through that impact area. So if we talk about kind of loading, storing, dumping, that's the piston action I want you to see you do. So simple terms. In the backswing, we are looking at thumb up, create an L shape. That's the loading element. Storing is maintaining that. It will widen the touch, but not throwing it. So maintaining it, bringing that down on top of the ball, my hand on top of the golf ball. Then throwing or extending into that inline condition where we get the release, so the butt of the club gets back to us, but it's in a real inline shape. Let's go ahead and hit one golf ball. Small swing, small power, just trying to feel we can do that and manage the contact. If we do this, we are unleashing the power in the right spot of the swing. We're going to get our low spot of our golf swing, the low point, after the golf ball to give us that ball and turf contact that we all desire. So a beautifully flighted iron shot there, straight down the middle of the fairway. Nice divot way after the ball. Really good compression on that shot there. Love that. All we do to make that into a full swing is add rotation, which I'll get to in a minute. Take an alignment rod, put it in your lead armpit, put it down your right hand grip, take your address position. In the backswing then, see these two point in different directions. So the alignment rod points horizontally away, the club gets more vertical. And we want that to happen before we get our hand too far above our trail hip. So this loading action there, I can feel that. I can feel what that's doing in my wrists with this alignment rod. I can feel the tension and the changes. Then as we go through the golf ball, you'll see here I'm bending that alignment rod. The shaft is ahead of the golf ball. And in this inline condition, everything matches up like that. So as a practice swing, this is a great way to feel the piston action through the golf shot that I think you should do. As I said, it's about delivering the club head correctly to the ball with the maximum speed and getting that ball and turf contact every time. So you can hit balls with that, but it is a bit awkward on your hands. So I would just do that in practice swings. Take it away, then go to the golf ball, and again, feel the same action. And again, a really penetrating golf shot. So basically we're looking at this kind of loading and unloading action to get to the right low point and get the maximum power. Do this, you will play great golf. So how do we make that into a full swing? Ideal world, you would knock away about 20 balls in that small action, getting some consistency with where you land the club, the flight of the ball, and the ball striking. Once you have that, we then have to add rotation and extension. So I wouldn't worry too much about what we do in the backswing, but make it more in the through swing. So if we keep the same kind of loading image and then add rotation and extension here, that'll start to give us more power, more speed. It will shallow out the impact perhaps a touch. We want the handle going up as the club head goes down and then seeks that inline condition. This is the force making that happen. So this is obviously loaded, and then the throwing force or the release of the club happens at the right time. Let's go ahead and hit a full shot. So load the wrists and then extend and rotate into the finish. Pretty good. So I could actually make the backswing feel a little longer, but again, I'm really concentrating on the loading, unloading, and getting to a fuller finish. That is the primary goal from that little exercise. So there you have it, the piston action, how that can improve your distance and ball striking, and how you can follow the steps, the processes to take that from a small hitting action on the practice area or even the practice swing into your full swing pattern. And trust me, if you're the kind of ball striker that hits balls a little thin, misstrikes things a little bit, or don't feel you're getting that right dynamic loft presented to the ball to get those penetrating iron shots, this drill will make a massive difference to you. It's certainly one I would definitely recommend as you warm up before you play. Hit a few wedges and get into this drill and transfer that into a full swing, and I guarantee you, you'll hit your irons better for sure. So if you've enjoyed today's video, please click like and share the video. Also, remember to follow or subscribe by hitting my logo. Thank you for joining me today at the Forest of Arden. I hope to see you back here real soon.